politics and social issues. Now, these are very, very difficult issues to get into, especially when it comes to being a critical thinker or trying to be fact-based. It's rough getting into politics and talking about politics and getting into social issues. And I've been looking at a lot of YouTube, a lot of social media, and seeing that the fact of the matter is that, as far as I can tell, you're really only popular when it comes to politics and social issues if you're contentious and a jerk, really. And the thing is, I'm not a jerk. And I don't think that entering into that foray was really, into that forum was really a very good idea, okay? We wanted to talk about news. We wanted to talk about current events and that sort of thing. But one of the problems with that is that not all the, with news stories, especially ones that have just happened, not all the facts are there. And it's actually impossible to make rational, informed decisions and conclusions about things when they're literally still happening. So that, you can voice opinions, but you have to realize that that's really all you're doing is voicing opinions. And so if you start talking about the facts of things, you can end up in a lot of trouble. And when it comes to politics and social issues, then you are entering into the area of straight up opinions. And there's just really nothing but opinions. And so that's kind of where it goes. And, some people on YouTube make their living by appealing to people of the same mindset as them and calling anyone else names if they don't agree with them. And I can't do that. And I don't, or maybe I could do that, but I don't want to do that. That's not how I want to run my channel. That's not how I want to present information to you guys. That's not what I think is particularly, it might be entertaining, but I don't particularly think it's informative, and I don't think that it's critical thinking. I don't think it's a good example of skepticism, to say, well, I've concluded this, and if you don't agree with me, go kill yourself, right? Or, well, this guy's just an idiot because, he clearly doesn't see, the plain truth of this is, XYZ. And he's just a moron for not seeing this. What kind of moron wouldn't see this? That's not really an approach I want to take, although it seems to be a popular one. Well, all right. Maybe it won't be so popular then, but that's just not in my nature. Now, I also want to say that I think it's hilarious that when I put myself out as a critical thinker, that people agree with me that I'm a great critical thinker so long as I agree what they were already thinking. And I get people commenting that they're not going to listen to my channel anymore because I said things that they don't agree with, and therefore I'm not a critical thinker. Well, you're obviously not a critical thinker. And, really all that tells me is that I'm really not doing my job of talking about critical thinking very well if I can't get across the idea that critical thinking involves listening to all sides. It involves getting all the facts. I wish I wish we could somehow popularize a hashtag facts matter. Because they do. Facts matter. And all the facts matter. And I don't pretend to have all the facts. I don't pretend to know everything, but I do. I'm not pretending when I say that I am trying to get all the facts, that I want to operate on all the facts, and when new facts are presented or new information is presented, that I will seriously consider it. I will look at it. I will really pay attention. And unfortunately, not everybody can say that, And I think that it's important to realize that the only way we can grow and expand and really live a full life, I think, is to accept and look at other people's points of view, other opinions, and other facts, right? Opinions are one thing, facts are another. You don't get to, you choose your friends, you choose your opinions, you don't get to choose your facts. And I think that a lot of our opinions should be based on facts, but they should be based on all the facts. And sometimes that's hard to get at. It's very, very true. Sometimes it's very hard. But if we work in that direction, then I think we're working in the right direction. And I think when we, take a position based on fact A and B and say, well, this is how it is, we lose a little bit when there's clearly fact C and D and E out there that are just being ignored or negated or whatever. Okay. Politics and issues like feminism or racism, things like that, these are almost impervious to critical thinking. One, because they're very multi-layered issues. There's a lot going on. There's a lot in terms of causes and effects and history and reasons why things are happening. It never comes down to one reason, ever. Not with issues like those. And also, the sad truth is that for a lot of people, and I don't know, maybe sometimes I get pretty cynical and start thinking most people, but I don't know about this. But for a lot of people, facts don't matter, right? That's not, or rather, to be more precise, facts do matter, but only their facts matter. And the facts that stand in their way of their, worldview, those don't matter so much. Those aren't important, right? People live in echo chambers and they get pretty comfortable in them. And they only want to, surround themselves with things that they agree with. And it reinforces their worldview and it keeps them focused on a particular way of looking or thinking or acting. And so they don't grow and they don't expand. And I think that's a shame.